Welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner.
Against Aaron.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated. I am your host, Matt. It's episode number 244. That's a lot of episodes. I'm all alone today, Thursday, September 7th. We're here every week, every Thursday. Megaswitcher.com. That's where you can go to check out everything. Our live shows, our VODs, our MP3s, everything's available there. You can check us out on Apple Podcast. Or, if you have an Android, there's apps, but I don't know which one to use. So I'll talk about that in the games we're playing soon. I guess it's just games I'm playing this week. And youtube.com/megascorchertv is our channel. You can go find a lot of stuff there. Go like and subscribe. I'll try to post a lot more stuff than I've been posting as of how long ago? Like this year I haven't been posting that much. I guess I've been posting some GBA videos over the summer, and I did post some old schools, but I definitely plan to do more stuff. I got this cool new phone that I'll talk about soon, but Steiner's here usually. I know he's really busy right now with a move and his family and all that, so he didn't really let me know what he usually does, so I don't know. Usually I'm scared, man. I hope he's I think he's online now, so we'll see what happens with that. Either way. And then we also are live on our YouTube channel, and then we also have a Twitch channel and a Mixer channel. Oh my god, Mixer, yes, and it's on Mega Scorcher TV. So there's that. That's done over with. Let's see if we can call some. There you go. I think Steiner's here. I'm gonna try to call him. Get his voice in here at least before we start.
Hola.
Yo.
Hello.
So I just did the intro. I didn't actually do anything yet except the intro. So how's it going,
Okay.
Steiner?
Family.
Well, I assumed.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think my... There we go. And Dan, I need to meet you.
Yep.
Or I'm going to go absolutely insane. Okay, that should be doing it.
Cool. So I just need to change one thing here, and it's there you go. Cool. Got it.
Okay.
So let's just do what games we're playing, 'cause that's where I was.
Okay.
How about you?
What
start
games
it?
are you playing? Oh,
No.
I start. I
Yeah.
always have to start this, don't I?
No, I usually start it. I always start it. When I have games, I start it, and then if I don't, I say I don't have games.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming you don't have games.
That's not true.
Anything other than mobile games?
That's not true. We'll see.
Okay. I played a fair bit of Mass Effect Andromeda this week. It's good.
It's better, I guess.
It's good. Well, the lip syncing, as I said before, is absolutely fucking horrible. But like the game itself it's a good game. Just too bad it didn't release like this. Like there's nothing wrong with it right now. Like it's not game broken of any sorts, but
Well, and I guess you played the beta for Destiny 2 on PC.
I did.
Cool. It runs smooth, I heard.
Yes. Didn't we talk about that last week?
Did we? I don't remember, man. That's so long ago now. Feels like ages ago.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that last week.
Maybe. It was a long
you knew
weekend
that it
this
ran
weekend.
smooth.
Oh, well, that's what I heard.
Okay. Well, yeah, it ran nice.
And it's easy
if
to
that was
headshot
not-
people because you have a mouse now.
Yes. I didn't play any Cerberus. No, Crucible. I didn't play any. I just played the
Yes, PvP.
PvP. I didn't play
you
the
played
PvP. I
PvE.
played the PvE. Yeah.
Yes.
I just did the raids or whatever they call it. Just the basic mission shit.
Sweet.
StarCraft 2.
What?
Obviously. Yeah, it's just this game I decided to.
Well, they both have
playing.
2 in them. They gotta be kind of new, right? It's just like StarCraft 1 just came out like what 2 years ago or something.
Well, StarCraft 1 technically just came out like 2 months ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
They got to HDFI this one now.
yes.
Now I can play this in 4K.
Oh no, I've already been able to play for 4K in 4K for the last 6 years.
8K, 12K. Now you can
yeah,
play it on 10 monitors at once.
Oh yeah. That'd be fucking hilariously horrible to actually try to watch it. Like, well, most pros when playing StarCraft 2 is like just the bottom. They look at just the edge of the mini map and then react to everything they see. In
well, you know what would be cool
vision.
to do with that game is you put like the gameplay. If you have so my setup, I have 3 screens, 2 computer monitors and a TV. You could put like the action on the TV, and then your 2 monitors. There's the one that's like the mini map, and then the other one's just like, I don't know.
Well, the thing
like
is,
bars
a
that tell
good
you
player
stuff.
doesn't want a large mini map. A good player just wants a tiny little insignificant thing that just has blips and dots on it.
Well, I don't know. You can configure it to however you like.
Yeah.
Like those keyboards that have the screen off to the side. Those keyboards are weird, but
Yeah.
they're pretty cool if you need them for games.
I remember someone was saying that they put Doom on it or something like that.
Oh, it's Doom's on everything. The little bar on the MacBooks. Somebody was playing Doom on that.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
You couldn't even see. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Sweet. So I got this new phone. Yeah, it's pretty.
I
It's
can't
pretty sweet.
actually see the phone.
Well,
so
I'm gonna try this. Let's try to do this. My video is on Skype, but let's see if my computer explodes. But
ooh, okay.
So yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy 8. It's pretty sweet. I still have the sticker on the back, which has
The info.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that until I get a case on it. But it's pretty goddamn sweet. Like the whole front of it is a screen. It's amazing. It looks so good when you hold it in your hands, and it's not that much bigger than the iPhone that I had before, which was a 5. Like it is bigger. It's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. You know?
Well, I don't think. Well, the Note and the
Note is huge. The Note is huge. The Plus isn't that. The Plus is bigger, but it's still not that much bigger.
I don't think the actual iPhone or the Galaxy S has gotten much larger.
No,
I think the screen itself has gotten a bit larger because the way they are actually, but the phone itself hasn't gotten much larger.
So yeah, I've only been playing mobile games this week. Uploaded a few videos on the YouTube. They're just rhythm games that I with K-pop in them. That's all I did. Duolingo. Do you know what that is?
No.
So it teaches you a language from another language. So that's why it's called Duolingo.
Duolingo. Okay.
It's like you're gonna learn this language because you know English. Anyways, so they added Korean in there this week. So I started doing Korean lessons. Because Korean is super easy. I never really had a way to do it easily and for free. I have Rosetta Stone for Tagalog, which that was awesome while I wanted to learn Tagalog, but I don't want to learn Tagalog anymore.
What is Tagalog?
Filipino.
I've never actually.
It's Tagalog
known many
and something else.
Filipinos, and they just call it Filipino. Because
we can just call
Tagalog,
it Filipino.
I guess is.
But it's it's like in Mexico. You can just call it Mexican, but it's Spanish.
Okay, so we have a screen on my image.
What's that?
If you haven't noticed that.
Oh yeah.
You have the stream of whatever in my.
Oh, is there a way to actually get rid of that?
You can move it.
Yeah, I'm moving it right now. Whoops.
I have no idea.
Let's see. Show full screen, full size video. What does that do? Huh? That doesn't do anything. Well, now I don't know. Whee!
Because you have me full screen on one of your monitors, and you're just screen capping.
Yeah.
Okay.
But okay, well, let's see. Let's see if I do something else. Just for the hell of it, we're gonna experiment on the show live with everybody.
Yes.
If I go to Sky. Nope, it's still there. If I use this, it's still there. God dang it. I know. I'm pretty sure there was a way to actually get rid of that before. But now I don't know. That's kind of annoying. It's probably in the settings if I had to guess. I would probably have to actually go in there. Let's see. Tools, options. Okay. Advanced. Show my...
Yeah, I'm not seeing it here.
Oh, man. I can't wait for video on Discord.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. 'Cause in general, it's not in
Video settings.
Video settings. No.
No.
Private notifications. That doesn't make any sense. Calls.
Only allow... show advanced options. Show call controls. Nope. I don't know. That's weird.
Show call. What is call
Anyways.
controller? I want to turn that off because I'm pretty sure I don't like it. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just going to
I don't
hang
know.
up for now.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, it's just a Galaxy S.
Yeah.
I've been learning Korean. Just the vowels so far.
Mm.
Yeah. I got past the 2 first lessons.
AIOU.
All that stuff, yeah.
Does-
I sounds
well,
like E.
Does Korean actually have? Well, I guess they would still technically have vowel.
Yeah,
to a
because...
point.
Well, which one? Well, because U is like YU. I don't know if it's just U.
Because
yeah.
like Korean's not a written language, like
No, they still have...
so it's
But out of all
like
of
Japanese
the...
or
Yeah, all of the Asian languages that have symbols, all that stuff, Korean's the easiest one because it's just
Okay.
O is a circle. It's just a circle. So if there's an O in the word, you kind of know that there's going to be that sound in there.
Mm.
But yeah, or in that because it's every letter is like a how do you call that a syllable?
Right.
Yeah. So every symbol is a syllable. So like
Oh,
it's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually it makes kind of sense.
It's pretty easy to understand. It's just
But
actually
yeah,
learning
Japanese
it.
is not like that.
No, Japanese and Chinese is even Mandarin's worse.
Yeah, like Mandarin, I've never tried even. Like
Mandarin's goddamn insane. That's what it is.
There's well, actually, fair enough. I don't know if it was Cantonese or Mandarin, but there was a girl in my elementary school
Dude,
that
Cantonese
was,
is harder.
yeah.
and
Like the
Mandarin-
thing is, like she read, like she was reading a book, going like this, up, down, or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, so what is that sentence? I just use plain terms because I get like, she's like, okay, the chicken ran up the hill, and it was just like four symbols to indicate that chicken ran up the hill.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they have a symbol that
I'm
means
like-
chicken, right?
Yes, they do. And I just had an aneurysm when I was like 8 years old, going, oh,
That's a lot of learning, man. But I guess once you
Okay.
learn it once, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, like, is that chicken could also, like, just the way it tweaks
yeah,
off
you
is what indicates chicken. So if you just take a quick glance at something, you could see chicken or you could see freaking camel. I have no fucking clue.
You
'cause
could
I don't
also
know the
do that with
language,
Korean, but you could also do that with English sometimes. Just
Yes,
some words just look
but-
alike, and you're just like, oh well, shit. Like
well,
dessert
even
and
like
desert.
two and two, or bear and bear, or hole and hole,
Yes,
or
all
like,
that
there are
good stuff.
fucked up weird things in English as well, but it's each individual character means something. This is like a
Oh, yeah, if you
just
know
a
the
little
alphabet,
pick.
you're going to be able to learn English. I'm
Yeah.
sure of it. Sure of it, especially if
but
you know
in
like
Chinese
Spanish or French.
or whatever Chinese she was reading, if it was Cantonese or Mandarin. Like, yeah, no, to my understanding, that does not make any sense whatsoever.
All right, so I played. I re-downloaded Threes. Do you know what Threes is?
No.
It's a game where you slide numbers, and they you gotta put 1 and 2 together, and it turns into a 3, and then you put 3 and 3 together, and it makes a 6. And
If it's a mobile game, I have no
and it's a
fucking
4x4 board, and you just gotta multiply numbers. So you just gotta make the numbers go like 3 and 3. You put them together 6, and then you go put 6 and 6. It's 12, and it's pretty cool.
Mm.
And then I played a game called OK ? And that game is actually fucking amazing because it's so simple yet so cool because you make sounds with it. Okay, so you shoot a ball into like white pieces, like a square or like an L shape, and then like some levels they move, some levels they don't. So the white pieces, you shoot them, they disappear when you hit them one time. And the point of the game is you got to clear all the white pieces. And
Okay.
they make like noises when you clear them, so it sounds like ding 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 ding. So it makes music too. So it's pretty interesting. I'm up to level 50. I wonder how many levels there are on this thing, because some of the levels are really cool. So I played that. All the Asphalt games, which is like the fake Burnout racing games that Gameloft does. I should look up what other games Gameloft has been doing lately, because the last time I played Gameloft games they were pretty alright. They had a fake Hot Shots game that was pretty good. Like I gotta check out that stuff. I got Where's My Water. That game is pretty cool.
Okay, I've actually heard of that game, but I've never seen it.
It's like you gotta collect water by like redirecting into like it's pretty cool. It's like physicsy based water game. Anyways, I'm gonna get Gear VR
Okay.
and headphones by next week. That's 2 things I want to buy for sure. You know what? That Gear VR might wait, because I saw it. It was on sale last 2 weeks ago, I think. So I'm just gonna wait for another sale. It's $150, which is not too bad.
Black Friday.
But
If you want to wait that long.
I suppose. I wonder what the demand is for those things.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for.
It has a controller, though,
I'm hoping to get a VR system on Black Friday, but we'll see.
There's a lot of games that are on. Well, it's weird because VR on phones right now. There's Gear VR, which is the one that is by Oculus, right? But then there's Google that has their own VR thing.
Yes.
And that one's called Daydream, and they have one game on it that I'm like, holy shit, I want to play that. And it's a Need for Speed game.
An actual Need for Speed, like licensed by EA.
Yes, well, developed by EA.
Yes,
even.
that's what.
Crazy, and it looked pretty alright. And they have YouTube in VR on Daydream. I'm assuming that has to work on Gear VR somehow. I'm assuming you can finagle YouTube on Gear VR somehow. Come on, that has to exist. But there's Netflix on Gear VR. It's just weird because it's split, but it's the same device. It's my phone. But
Well, it's just that's an open platform. You just have programs that do whatever.
and then the very cool PC games are actually on mobile too. Like Don't Touch Anything, that's on Gear VR. It's the game where you're just standing in one place and it's literally don't touch anything, but the whole point is you got to touch different things to make different things to happen, and it's pretty crazy. It gets to pretty crazy places.
Yeah, I think I know what it is, or I've seen it. It's just I'm getting that and the Work Simulator mixed up.
Work Simulator, I think that's on Gear VR as well. So, look, I'm not going to be like, oh, this VR looks totally amazing. It's the best thing ever. Oh my god, because I've already played it. But I don't want to spend fucking $500 on the VR and then get more PC shit with it.
Right. No, I'm thinking the PlayStation VR is what I'm.
Yeah, that would be
thinking.
nice if it goes on sale.
Yeah. Well, especially with the new bundle that's just the camera and just the headset, because I have 4 fucking.
Well, I wonder
Wii
how
remotes.
long those other things are going to last at the price they have it at. Because
Yeah,
if they last another 2 months, then you can just get it for super cheap, probably. When is that Black Friday? That's in October or November?
No, it's November. It's
Okay,
November.
Yeah. So 2 months.
It's the American Thanksgiving, so November. Should be the 16th of November.
Sure, whatever it is. Hey, let's talk about the new releases.
Yep.
There's one game that we kind of mentioned already. Destiny 2.
I don't think I've ever heard of this game
Destiny 2.
at all.
It's developed by Bungie. They made some other games. I don't know.
It's
weird.
Like, did they make that game? Yeah. That you like jump off cliffs and it's like a runner going down that you're dodging stuff.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Which is kind of funny because he's running down a hole right now in Destiny to discover a secret.
Okay.
So I guess that was kind of in Destiny 1, but not really. I don't know how to describe that. Anyways,
Hmm.
so Destiny 2 is out this week. PS4 and Xbox One. PC's what?
PCs
in-
later.
Yeah, what, in a month? Is that what it is? Or 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 sounds about right. It should be at the end of the month.
Okay. Okay, so about 3
But-
weeks ish. And then a little game called Knack 2 came out on the PS4. I heard that it's better than the first.
First, yeah.
So take that for what it's worth, I suppose. And it's 2 players, so I guess like if you have kids, and the way that the multiplayer works is you can teleport yourself next to the other knack. So if there's a hard part, you can just push one button, and then have somebody that can actually do it, and then the other guy can just push the teleport button and then be like, "Oh, cool! I got past this hard part that I couldn't do because I'm 3 years old."
'Cause, yeah, I suck at video games.
No, that's a pretty good idea. Because like even if you're playing like Lego Batman or something, and your kid's just being a jerk, you can just go push one button and then you can just go on.
Mm.
All right. So let's go on to the gaming news of the week. There wasn't that much this week, but you know, I guess it's because games are actually coming out and developers are just focusing on that.
It is that
It's
time of the
September.
year
Yes.
that it's starting to go knip shit in the gaming industry.
Well,
Release.
I'm only really looking forward to Wolfenstein. That's the one game I can think of this year that I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta play that. I gotta fucking play that.
Yeah, I don't. Like the game I'm looking forward to the most would have to be the Far Cry 5.
That looks cool, but it's still
Yeah.
Far Cry. That's the thing.
Yes, that is.
Wolfenstein is still more Wolfenstein, but the shit they showed with the wheelchair and the bad dude in that game, I don't know, man. It looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty alright. Alright, so let's talk about, hey, Bungie. They released a little game this week called Destiny 2, and it went through a lot of shit. I think most of it is fixed now, but a lot of people weren't able to sign in and play and all that goodness, which I guess is
quite
kind of
funny.
expected. Well, honestly, it's kind of expected.
Well, the thing
but
is,
a lot
what
of
I heard is if you actually had a physical copy, you got on early because a lot of people just started shipping out
Oh, yes.
stuff. So
I think
like
that
Amazon,
happened with the
I
first
believe,
game, too.
Yeah, like Amazon shipped everything out early, so a bunch of people got physical copies before everyone else.
There's also a bunch of people getting a system error, CE348780, and that's if you go look it up on the Sony website, it's just an error that talks about firmware. You got to update it or reinstalling your old hard drive or formatting the hard drive you have in there right now. But a lot of people are saying that if you disable HDCP on your HDMI, that you can it mostly fixes the error. Sometimes it'll still come up, but way less often. That's still a
Right.
problem though.
That's
Also, hey,
interesting that I don't understand how that would be causing. The
if you
issue,
joined
sure.
the Nightfall Strike midway through and you guys finish it, you don't get credit for it. So be sure to start it. Be sure to start it when they're starting at the same. Party up before and go in, because
yeah,
don't do that. Another thing. There's a part in Nessus that you can fall off a cliff in the sunken caverns, and then your ghost gets also stuck in there somehow, and you can't progress without a restart.
nice.
So that's cool. And I guess something with the inventory is fucked too, where your first item cannot be moved to the vault on the Pro. So,
Only on the Pro.
Only on the Pro.
That's some.
There's too much RAM on this thing, man. We don't have room for this number one thing because we were thinking about the 128 things after it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a weird thing. I don't know. So yeah, hey, I'm sure they're gonna fix it, but that seems like a common thing with games nowadays. They come
Yeah.
out broken.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
games
haven't
are a
heard-
fair bit more complicated now than they were way back when, but
Well, I haven't heard that
it's-
much about the Xbox One version. People seem to be playing that one A-okay. So I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Ubisoft announced a huge major Canadian expansion with a new Saguenay studio. That's a little suburb in Montreal.
yeah.
And
I thought they already had a studio in Montreal.
they do.
Okay,
But
so
this is in Saguenay.
additional.
This is in Saguenay, bro.
Okay.
It's 1,000 new jobs, and they're gonna mostly focus on doing online stuff and working on online services and technology. So like maybe improving ping and stuff in games and all that goodness. That's gonna be their jobs.
1,000 jobs.
Yes, by 2017, they plan to hire 125 people this year.
That's still, I don't fully understand how there would be 1,000 people for
They
that.
have a lot of games, man. This is probably they're probably going to take care of what's that service now? Ubisoft.
Uplay.
Yeah, Uplay. There you go. That thing. They're
But
probably
you still wouldn't need 1,000 unless some of those jobs are like part-time jobs, like for setup, and then they let them go, or it's just a contract for 6 months.
hey, and who knows? Maybe they're going to be looking for more third-party games to go on Uplay now. I don't know. Who knows what the fuck they're doing?
Well, there are quite a few third-party games on
But
Uplay
maybe
right
they're
now.
going to be pushing for that more.
Yeah,
Who
it's
knows?
possible.
Who knows? I have
I
no
think
fucking
EA
idea.
and I think EA and Steam kind of already have.
But what if you want to line yourself up with some French guys? Let's get in there.
Mm.
Those EA guys, I don't trust them. And Steam, that's like Steam is one person. Come on.
Well, yeah, it's not a publicly traded company. It is his company, so it kind of is one person. If he doesn't want it, he doesn't fucking do it.
Well, I was only semi-joking, but it is technically kind of true. All right. Hey, did you see this little tiny cute 1080 that's coming out?
No, but I do know they've had mini 1080s, but I didn't know they were doing an ITX.
Oh, yeah, so this is
version.
by a gigabit, and it is super, super tiny. It's 19 centimeters long. Oh, 16.9 centimeters long. So it'll fit in your tiny little cases, ITX
That's
cases.
what she said.
Yes, sure. So, and if you go look at the specs, they're essentially the same as the Big Brother.
Because I have a mini 1070, but mine is still slightly larger than. Well, no, sorry, I have a. Yeah, no, it's a mini, right?
I don't know.
I think they call it a mini. Yeah, I know. But it's just, I think they call it a mini because it's still significantly smaller than a normal or reference 1070. And I got a 1050, or sorry. A 1050 Ti. That would be about the exact same size as that. So that's a lot of power in that small of a.
I wonder how it does with heat. Because if you're going to put it in a little case like that, I'm assuming that it has to be okay.
I
Especially if it's gigabit, I think it should be all right.
Well, the thing is, like, my card runs like I'm not like I guess I am overclocking it, but GPU Boost 3.0 boosts your shit up substantially more than it does what the stock numbers are just by default.
Well, this thing
assuming
has two
this
numbers, right?
won't-
You can turn it on turbo, I think is what they call it.
But I'm assuming turbo is just then going to increase the temperature thing, so it'll let it go higher and probably up the voltage or the power shit a little bit as well. But yeah, I'm assuming it's not going to go up as high as a normal 1080, but it's still probably be better than what I have.
Well, the clocks. All I can tell you is that the
but-
clocks were very similar. Like it's
Yeah,
they were
okay,
very
yeah, but the
minor
thing is, what a
differences.
standard.
And the DDR5 RAM was the same. Like it looked pretty much exactly the same. So,
Yeah, but the thing, like, what you can actually do with a full-blown 1080 for overclocking or whatever, you can.
oh
get
yeah,
those
yeah,
things
yeah.
up
And
to, like,
you can cool it if you want with water and shit.
Right.
I don't need. I'm assuming you can take this apart, but the case is so small. Would you water
you're likely not going to be able to find a block to fit on that thing.
cool?
So you'd have to find some like generic block that won't do as well because you won't be covering the VRMs and shit. So, not to say that you can't, it just won't work as well as what the EK water blocks will do.
So Square Enix in the news this week. Final Fantasy 15 has a lot of mods, and a lot of them are like, check out this nude character. They're all nude. And Square Enix has come out and said, we're not going to censor all this stuff, but because of all this damn nudity, we're reconsidering having mod support on PC going forward after this. So We'll see. We'll see what
So
happens.
is it the guys or the girls that all the nude shit's
I
about?
honestly did not look into it. I'm assuming it's both.
Yeah.
It has to be both. Why not? Just everybody's naked.
Well,
Let's do it. Just a big naked party.
Yeah. Well, I can do that in Fallout if I wanted to.
Sure. But Final Fantasy, that's
what is
15's
it
an MMO, right?
No,
no.
14 was the MMO. 15 is the just whatever,
Yes,
like a game.
RPG.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was an action RPG opposed to the turn-based.
And it's also open world because isn't that the game with the car in it?
I don't know if open world's quite the right.
Well, a Japanese open world.
Let's
say a Japanese open world.
Sure.
like
it's
Yakuza.
much more open world than the previous games. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. So Caliente's beautiful bodies enhancer.
Sweet.
Is how you get naked bodies.
Oh, nice. It's a
In
beautiful
Fallout
name.
4. I think you can do the same thing in Skyrim as well.
Enhancer.
Well, you install that and you can do never nudes or nude.
Sweet.
So, like, assuming you take off your clothes, then they would actually be nude, or they just then wear their underwear, the vanilla underwear.
So, it's weird because I don't remember these, but I guess this is like a throwback to PS1 controllers that Sony released, but they're going to be releasing these new translucent PS4 controllers.
Wasn't that the Mad Catz shit?
No, because they were official PS1 controllers. So I don't know. Maybe it was just in Japan, but there's a lot of confusion when they first announced it. But now, hey, yeah, it's actually coming in North America as well as Europe and Japan. So that's cool. So if you want to get the clear one, that's at EB Games or GameSpot or GameStop. Sorry.
My favorite place in the whole.
Blue one's at Walmart, and then the red one is at Best Buy.
Oh yeah.
I would get the blue one. The blue one looks cool.
I don't give a
The
shit.
the translucent one is also cool. If I needed a controller, I only have one. Well, I have two, but one of the triggers is broken on one of them. So
I got one, and one of the triggers is glitched. It's not broken. It still works.
It still works, but it gets
most of the
jammed.
time.
It gets jammed.
Yeah.
And I know exactly why, because the plastic in it is broken. So the hinge.
I think I think it's similar, but my plastic, it's not fully broken off yet. It's kind of just, it's been bent or something, so it kind of goes weird.
Yeah. Those PS4 controllers, especially the initial ones, not that they're nice and they're great in your hands, but they're not that tough.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, more new. Oh no, sorry, this is from Japan. Hey, Splatoon 2. Do you know what the Splatfests are in Splatoon?
No.
It's where they make you pick which team you want to be on. So last time it was like mayo versus ketchup. It should be ketchup versus fucking mustard. But anyways.
Well, I think that's what last.
No, it was mayo versus ketchup.
It was okay.
Yeah. Okay. So and this time in Japan, I don't know if they're going to do this in the U.S. They should. It's going to be McDonald's fries versus the Nuggets. Which one's going to win? I don't know. I
don't fully understand that.
Okay, so you pick a team, and then you can go into like a Splatfest games, and then they pair you up with people who like fries and people who like nuggets, and then whoever wins, that's at the end is like fries got more wins, so fries wins. Woo!
Okay, so that's but like ketchup and mayo kind of makes more sense because then, I guess
fries
it's not
and
an
nuggets is that's a debate right there. That's a debate because you can get 4 nuggets for like $2.
I understood it as
that
it was like it would have been red versus white in the game. Yeah, because or am I wrong on that?
They did that. They did that with that one, but they've done dogs versus cats before. They've done a bunch of stuff. You don't shoot dogs and cats. That's for sure.
You should.
But fries and nuggets, the nuggets could just like be the pink stuff that you see in the viral stuff. That's like we make this out of this pink stuff. And then and the fries could just be yellow. There you go. Done and done. Hey, so turns out that Mario's not a plumber anymore. Nintendo had
Yes,
a
I heard.
quote on their site said, "All around sporty, whether it's tennis or baseball, soccer or car racing, Mario does everything cool. As a matter of fact, he also seems to have worked as a plumber a long time ago. Dot.
Yeah.
Ellipses. Whatever you want to call it."
So Donkey Kong wasn't Donkey Kong. He was actually a CrossFit dude, just climbing and jumping. And is that what they're trying to say?
No. And what does jumping over barrels have to do with being a plumber?
I don't know. So no, but that's what I mean. Exactly my point is that he was doing CrossFit. So Donkey Kong wasn't an asshole. He was just his personal trainer.
Well, if you remember the second game, Mario, Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong 2,
Yeah,
Mario is the
or
asshole.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you got Donkey Kong Jr. trying to be the CrossFit champion of the world.
That second game is weird. Honestly, they're all weird. The first game is weird. You're like in a pie factory level in one of them. Like that first game's weird.
It's Japanese,
Yeah.
and they were on shrooms when they came up with the idea.
Hey, Super Mario's pretty cool. Shrooms are not. Shrooms are pretty okay. I've done them once, twice. Shrooms are all right. I don't think I'd do them regularly, but
Maybe you should do them and do the show.
I think I would. I think I could be able to, because the only thing that really trips me out when I'm on shrooms is like a lot of movement and a lot of lights. And doing the show, it wouldn't be that bad. It's like even you waving around, it wouldn't be that bad. You could play a video.
I got my broadcast. I got my explicit broadcast. I can do something.
But even then, I don't know if like TV screens don't trip me up that much. So the last time I did shrooms, I was watching Cheech and Chong, and Cheech and Chong has a lot of fast movement and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm okay. My buddy was tripping way harder. So yeah.
Maybe you just didn't eat enough.
No, I definitely felt it because stuff was moving in a weird way, but I was just enjoying it. Shrooms to me. A lot of drugs don't do anything, man. They're just like, try this, and then I do it, and I'm like, that was nothing. Then I'd never do them again, except weed and alcohol, forever. All right. Nintendo Switch hits 1.5 million sales in Japan this week, and that's a lot faster than the PS4 did. So it took them 26 weeks after release, and the PS4 took 69 weeks after release. But the weird thing is, so Japan loves portable shit, so they just buy portable shit more.
I would like to,
but it's not far off from the 3DS. The 3DS sold way faster than that.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
It's not that far off.
What the DS or 3DS is.
I think the 3DS. I don't know if they had the same numbers, but the 3DS wasn't that. It sold way faster, but it wasn't like crazy faster.
Right.
Like the Nintendo Switch is doing pretty okay.
Well, because that's what I see this thing really as, is a handheld opposed to an actual.
Yeah, and it's still more expensive too. So that's another thing you got to think about. Is the Switch is way more expensive than the 3DS was.
Do you have the shit about the cards on what Nintendo said about that? The SD cards.
What about them?
That if you buy a game and insert the SD card, you'll then have to have, or some games might have additional downloads over top of because they're too large of a game to fit on a 64 gig or 32 gig card.
Awesome.
So then you have to have your internal storage, which is only like 16 gigs, filled up with a download of the game that you bought, so you didn't have to download it. And then it's taking up your hard drive space, so when you go get another game that then this happens again, you then don't have enough space, and you have to delete that download to then download the new game. So you only can have like one game at a time on your Switch, essentially.
Downloaded. Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most games are going to fill up that space.
I would assume I would have thought most games could handle, because the thing is, your textures are not going to be that large, and that's likely what's going to take up most of your space. And again, if you are up above that, I would just decrease all your textures down a little bit, or flatten them out a little bit.
I'm pretty sure they
or...
did that on Switch.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'm sure what they do.
Even from the Wii U, I'm pretty sure all the games are smaller on Switch from the Wii U games.
That I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Zelda is bigger on the Wii U.
Well, Zelda was substantially larger.
And even the Pokken tournament game that is coming out soon is bigger on the Wii U. And it's weird because the Switch game has more characters. It has 6 more characters, something like that.
Well, that's what I remember. The Breath of the Wild, it ran better on the Switch, but then it was substantially larger.
It ran perfect on the Switch when it wasn't docked.
When it wasn't docked.
Yeah, because when you undocked it, I think it went up to 900p on the TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That Mario game though, that's gonna run smooth. It better. Fucking better.
I don't fucking get it. Why can't Nintendo just make the games they make are good. The systems they make are pieces of shit as far as I'm concerned, because just stupid things like that you can only really have one game installed at a time. So each time you want to change the game out, which I guess it's Nintendo, so you don't really do that because you really only play 1 or 2 games over the course of a year.
So the Switch honestly is in terms of hardware, it's the coolest looking one, and it's a slick looking system, and for the price, it's okay, but it's still Nintendo. And
there's just
there's little weird things about it that will always make it a Nintendo system. Always.
Yeah.
The online is always going to be weird.
Yeah,
it's weird. So supposedly Splatoon has all that shit.
It has
everything
LAN
built in.
Function or whatever. Yeah.
It has all the voice shit built in. Everything is in the game, and they just can't
work very well, apparently. But
because they probably didn't finish it.
They didn't finish it. Yeah. But you can contact it on a LAN. So if you're LANing with your friends, likely you're going to be in the same room as them. So why do you need voice chat? That's
probably a tournament thing then. When they do tournaments, everybody can be like, "Hey guys, we can all talk to each other, and the crowd won't fucking drown us out." But that's it's still dumb. It's still dumb.
The point you need to use your phone, and even with the phone, that if the screen goes off or the thing goes to sleep, it shuts out.
You need to keep it on. You cannot run in the background. It's pretty ridiculous.
How the fuck? That is the stew. What?
Hey, let's talk about some more Nintendo stuff here. So the Wii was super popular, and Nintendo got a lot of lawsuits. Well, they got a judgment this week. So man, this thing dates back from 2013. This company, iLife,
this is an old one. Yeah,
they sued them. They wanted $150 million and related to the controllers, claiming that they had a patent that was just basically the controller. And how it could body track, it could track your movement and all that goodness.
Yeah, and it had the motionometer and all that type.
So they wanted $150 million. This was in Texas. The jury
was in the court. Yeah,
the jury awarded them $10 million, and Nintendo is appealing that decision. So we'll see where that goes. I would just give them $10 million. I don't know. They already probably paid a lot to defend themselves. So. What's another $10 million to defend themselves from?
I don't know. Nintendo's been known for this shit throughout stuff. They just kind of
especially for the Wii, it was so popular that I'm sure a lot of people were like, "We gotta get in on that. Let's sue the shit out of Nintendo."
Well, I thought there was even something regarding the DS way back when.
There's 2 screens on it, and you can touch it. That was my thing, man. I have the patent for that.
It's not just the concept though. It was actual technology within it to get it to work was something that was patented in another country.
There's a CPU and a GPU in there with RAM? Fuck. That's my idea.
Yeah.
Oh man. Shit.
But again, if you have patents, that's the whole point of a patent, is that then if someone uses that concept, they then have to pay you. It's just getting that patent in first.
The thing with technology is just it's so weird because everything's a fucking rip-off of everything.
Yes, pretty much.
TVs are just fucking TVs. Who the fuck? The dude that created TV, he got fucked over.
Well,
Fuck
there are
over.
statutes of limitation on how.
Yeah, but I think the dude that
so
invented the
once
TV
something
didn't get the patent, and then it just kind of he was just like, oh well, shit.
Yeah. Well, it's just in general. There are things of if it like even for making a movie or whatever,
Mhm.
if something's over so many years, then you don't.
Oh yeah,
need-
that's copyright law. That's different.
Yeah.
And Disney is getting really close to that. I think is 100 years is the limit on that or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's really really getting close with a lot of their shit. So who knows what the fuck's gonna happen? Because Disney has a lot of money and they have the power to probably change those laws if they wanted to. So we'll see what happens.
Well,
'Cause I think
yeah.
there's one that was expiring. I think in 2018 or 19 that was just like a major Disney thing, and it's just like, well, that's gonna be public domain and people can just do whatever the fuck they want with it now. I fucking forget which one it was though. I don't think it was a princess one, because a lot of the princesses in Disney, to be honest, those are already
No,
ripoffs.
those were.
They're
Yes,
already
yeah.
it was
no,
public domain.
They don't
things.
technically. Yeah, they were stories. There were old
Yeah.
European stories or Scandinavian stories or what the fuck ever.
Mhm.
But yeah, like fucking Mickey Mouse has got to be up there and all that type of shit.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, he's got to be one of the first ones that's gonna lapse.
And then that'd be interesting that you're just going to see fucking Mickey's face on everything.
Well, you already kind
all
of
the-
do.
Well, but the thing is, it's not. It's actually Disney, whatever. 'Cause
The
Disney's
best
shit out of
shirts are the rip-off shirts, and it sucks because I don't want to pay for them because they're bootlegs, but they're so amazing. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of Simpsons shirts that are like super amazing, and you're just, well, that's not a real shirt, but I want it.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey, Xbox announced that there's going to be mouse and keyboard support coming to Xbox One. So that's probably for.
They've been saying that for about a decade.
Well, that's probably for what's that game? Battlegrounds.
Maybe.
I 100% assume that it has to do with that game.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. But the thing is that there becomes issues with a lot of things, but at the same time,
Well, because
if they're doing crossplay, then
isn't the Xbox One now just the Windows 10 OS?
it's based off of the same shit. Yes.
But I'm pretty sure that they changed over. Like, isn't that last update or whatever? I'm pretty sure that they're changing over to like be fully Windows 10. Like you'll be able to download like Windows apps on an Xbox.
I think you already can technically.
Well,
like
maybe, probably.
Like a lot of I do think they restrict it substantially more on what can actually be put onto the platform.
Well, on Xbox, yes.
Yeah. But I don't know if there's much difference between
Because was it
like the
yeah, we
Netflix-
talked about this. There was an emulator in that store one time.
Yes.
That's funny. You could just play like Nintendo games on an Xbox One.
Because with like Netflix or whatever, I think you're downloading the same app on the PC or on
on an
the
Xbox.
console.
Sure, why
Yeah.
not? Why
Well,
not?
it's the same architecture essentially within the OS. So
Mhm.
like I think it's a cut down version, so to speak,
Yeah.
because it's the
It's probably
the
somewhere in
open-
between a
the openness
mobile.
isn't quite there. Yeah.
Like it's probably like in between a mobile and PC.
Yeah, because again, like an Xbox S or One S,
X or S.
S,
Okay, S.
is a like a 6-year-old PC, maybe a bit older than that. So like just running Windows 10 in that would be difficult for that old of a computer.
Oh yeah, a
X-
full blown Windows, sure.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, like X could theoretically do it.
But it's still the Windows
But-
architecture, is what I'm. That's what I was trying to say initially.
Yeah, well, and that's how they're so easily able to do crossplay between Windows and Xbox, which I do like. And if you introduce mouse and keyboard support,
And that could work out better for them when they want to upgrade stuff like the X,
yeah,
because the PS4 always is like the Pro stuff is usually good, but sometimes it totally misses.
well, yeah, like I don't understand why they like. Okay, I do understand why they don't natively support it because it causes issues within games and whatever, but. And then it will cause divisions within those games of like, okay, I'm only gonna Like if I'm playing on a controller, no, I only want to play with people who are on a controller because people with a keyboard and mouse are
I
going to
think that might already be an option in Battlegrounds, is to play with people who only play on controllers on PC. I think that might already be an option.
I honestly have no idea.
Because I think that game plays
But
with controllers right now.
It is for Gears, and it is for one of the other Xbox games.
Forget, but Gears for sure.
Yeah. So
what else does
like
it say
that
on
concept
Xbox?
likely will have to be in there. Like I'm assuming by default you'll be playing with everyone, and then you'll actually have to go into the settings, say no, I only want to play with.
I'm assuming it's right in the matchmaking when you start a match. You could just change it and it'll just stay there, you know?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't.
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
that's
know
how
how
like
it's
Gears and Halo and all that stuff works. Is like select it
but
now
again,
and then it'll
like,
just stay there.
With the way Microsoft is doing their shit, that they are bringing all their like Crackdown will be on the PC through. Now the thing is, it is through the Windows Store, which is the part that I don't particularly like. But like, I would still just then rather play on the PC than having both an Xbox and a PC, or whatever, or just then an Xbox or something.
Especially the Xbox isn't cheap, so. Well, the S is okay, but the X isn't.
Yeah, the X is gonna be fairly expensive. What is it? I think it's 500 American, 499 American.
Yeah, something like that.
So that's gonna be not cheap.
So, hey, Dead Rising 4. That game is coming out
Yep.
on the PS4,
Yep.
and it's called Frank's Big Package.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what Frank does all the time, is laugh about sexual jokes. It's kind of weird. I don't really know him to do that, but I guess he's gonna do that in this game. So he's in 4 as DLC, and this game is gonna have all the DLC, all of it.
All right.
There's like a cool mini golf game that looked pretty cool in that, and that was DLC. That's one of the things I would have actually played. So I don't know. This game actually kind of looks cool now that it has everything in there. But it's still a gimped version of Dead Rising.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the weapon customization or what's the word I'm looking for? Crafting. The crafting in this game
Okay.
is not that great, and there's no timer. It's weird, you know.
Well, I thought you could turn the timer on.
Possibly, but I think that might be like a second playthrough thing.
Yeah, I think you might. I do remember you saying that before, but I don't know if that's for sure or not.
But there's a lot of Capcom costumes in this game that looks badass. So it looks better than what Dead Rising 4 looked when it released initially. Which, hey, games should do that. They should get better
So
over time. So why not?
The Onyx 1 terabyte Scorpio limited edition is $600 Canadian.
Yeah, well, that's the same price. It doesn't come with a game.
Yeah.
What's the game that comes with it again? Did
I
they
don't-
say that?
I don't know.
No, because the
I
X
don't
is
remember
gonna
seeing
come with a game, I think.
Okay. But the limited edition Scorpio edition doesn't?
Doesn't. Yes. You just you
So
pay more
why the
to have that little green
fuck?
text on it. Dude, I got this on day 1.
I'd rather have a game, honestly.
I got this on day 1, dude. Look at it.
Yeah,
It says Scorpio right on it. You remember when this thing was called Scorpio? Oh my god. Do you remember Scorpio in The Simpsons?
I'm just going to go home and play Destiny 2 at 144 frames a
dude,
second.
dude, do you
Eat a
remember
dick.
Scorpio in The Simpsons? Homer worked for him
Kind of.
for one episode.
Yeah. It's James
pretty
Bond
good.
spoof thing.
Whatever the hell it was. I guess it was James Bond because James Bond he went after.
Didn't he kill
Scorpio.
Homo? Homer killed James Bond at the end, didn't he?
Something like that. I
He
forget.
got away, and then Homer tracks him down and beats the
that's
shit
right.
out of
And
him.
then he shoots him with a laser, and then Homer interrupts him as the laser's going up his crotch.
Mm,
Yes, and then he's like, "Oh, hey, Homer!" And then you don't see what happens.
yeah.
Scorpio. Yeah, that back when The Simpsons was pretty good.
Mm.
Anyways, hey, our last news item here. Rockstar announced that they're working on a Vive VR version of L.A. Noire. It's going to have 7 of the cases that were in the game, and they're rebuilt specifically for virtual reality. That's kind of cool because that game looks really
Yeah.
good. and the faces looking all realistic like that in VR could be kind of cool.
I never played LA Noire, so I like.
Me neither.
You were still walking around doing stuff or whatever, right?
Yes, it was still open world. You could break into cars, but there was fast travel to go between the missions. So if you wanted to not do all that shit, you didn't need to. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to do with this thing. It's just warp to every mission and all the conversations that you have.
Well, I guess if you could walk around the crime scene, the Vive has room scaling, right?
Yeah, yes. Well, they both have it now, so.
Okay. That could be pretty fucking cool. Well, you also have coming to Xbox. Or,
so they're remastering this game now to be on the PS4 and Xbox One as well.
That's coming too. Okay.
Yeah, they announced that at the same time.
Okay, so is the PS4 version going to have
No. No, only to Vive.
Only to Vive.
And then they're going to port that somehow, the hackers onto Oculus. Because it's all the same shit. It all does the room scaling now.
Well, I would assume eventually it would probably get scaled down and go onto the PlayStation VR.
Don't know about that. Sony has to pony up some cash.
Maybe.
For that to happen, I think.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Because it's probably going to take a lot of effort to do that on the PS4, or just scale it down and just be like, the graphics look like shit. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with it. But that's not Rockstar style, though.
Or whatever, you're actually walking around doing stuff in the crime scene. That could be pretty fucking interesting.
Mm-hmm. Which the PS4 doesn't do that. So
no, yeah.
They could also just make it, hey, this game supports 2 cameras. You need 2 cameras now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. You'll also need a USB extension cable so you can put one behind you.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Sorry. VR is cool, but man, it's not only is it a fucking investment, it's like an investment in your whole life.
Yeah.
It's not just money, it's room, it's time, it's it's everything.
Well, I would say it's more so money.
Well, it is definitely money, but you need a place to play it in if you're going to be doing the room scale.
Like, you don't need that.
No, you do. Like, you do. Like, if like in here, I'd be okay. My room's not that big, but the ceiling's high, so I'd be okay. But there's a lot of places I know you couldn't play just because of the fucking ceiling.
Well, then obviously, yeah, you're not gonna be able to play in those areas. But even just in my living room or whatever, I'd be able to have enough with the couch there. Between the couch and the TV, I have 8 feet or something.
Do you have
like
a table there that you would have to move?
I can just move it out of the way.
Well, yeah, then I'm still saying it's still effort.
Or just not have a table there anymore because I have the VR.
It's not just money; it's everything. Like it disrupts your whole life.
Yeah. Okay. Moving a table or tossing a shit table that you got.
Yeah. When I can just fucking jump on the couch and play with a controller, like it's.
Yeah, but it's not porn. Like, do you imagine like room scaling porn?
Why would you want rules? I don't want room scaling porn. I'm fine with just the looking around in one spot porn.
No, but you can actually walk around.
That's how the fuck would that? No, then it would be like 3D animation. No, whatever.
No, you could. Yeah, I don't know how that.
No, you can't. That's the whole thing right now. Is the camera's in one place and you're just looking.
You make
at
it like
one
super
aspect.
Realistic, like get like triple 1080 Ti's or something like that. And, like life.
We had to have talked about this before. Have you seen VR porn?
No.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if I want to. I don't even like. I'm gonna get VR on this phone, and it's gonna be awesome compared to what I did with the iPhone 5. And even with the iPhone 5, I was like, oh my god, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's like she's right there. It's like she's right there. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
It's too mind blowing.
Oh, dude, it totally is. Dude, when you first saw porn on the internet, did your mind kind of go at like, holy shit, I can just type shit and there's porn?
No, not really.
No? There's a lot of the internet that I was like, this is fucking mind blowing. Like, look at this thing. I can go to WWE.com and watch wrestling on the internet. What the fuck is this? This is crazy. The internet's crazy.
Yeah.
But
that's what the internet is.
But VR,
that's what it was always going to turn
everything
into.
you do in VR, it can be the shittiest thing ever, and it's still like, whoa, like that was me in the game. Like even the shitty games, you're just like, it's still another level of being in it and being immersed and just being like, I'll just enjoy the shittiness. There's a lot of games now I can't tolerate that now. But like VR, I'll tolerate anything. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Like, this game really sucks. I'm just throwing fireballs, but I'm throwing fireballs, yo.
Yeah. Sure.
I guess it might have maybe worn off a little tiny bit, but whenever you play anything in VR that's actually legitimately good, it is totally mind-blowing. Like, racing games in VR, my brain doesn't understand it when you go fast and then you make a turn and you just fucking burn out. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't feel any of that, but I was there. I was there.
Well, that's the thing. Like, even with the VR or whatever, I would still need a steering wheel if I was going to do a racing game. I just with a controller, fuck that. I just no. And then with the force feedback and stuff, and you can probably feel it pretty well with that.
There's some really good steering wheels if you want to invest in it.
Yeah.
But
again,
even a shitty wheel that doesn't have
$400
for sure. But even the wheels that don't have force feedback it's still all right. But force feedback is definitely sweet. You want to feel that grass hit your fucking tires when you go off the track.
Oh yeah, you can actually sense the motion of hitting, not being on two uneven surfaces or whatever.
No, steering wheels that are legit. That's also mind blowing. Like the first time you sit down on an arcade and the fucking steering wheel is like fucking jerking, and you're like, holy fuck! Like, the first time you do that,
I've never played a good like they're all arcadey ones, so it's always like or whatever. It's not never having the actual full 720 rotation in an arcade. Like I played with the 7, and like, after that, that's what I had a 360. It did a it was 360 degrees on the 360. Yeah. And like I thought that was cool, and then my friend had a fucking a really good $500 wheel that had a full 720 degree rotation and the full thing, and you're like, okay, fuck, my thing's a piece of shit now. Fuck you, thanks.
Oh, so if anybody wants to call in, do it right now. It's while Matt on Skype. If you are tired of seeing Steiner's face, it will just get rid of him. It will just get rid of him. It's just like,
yeah.
Oh no, it's not making.
You like
my
TV. Face?
So while Matt on Skype, do it.
Yeah, wild Matt.
If you want to call in, we'll
get
talk
some of that
bit.
wild Matt.
If you've been playing Destiny, call in, and then I can be like, the first Destiny was not that good, and I didn't like it. So I don't know if I'm going to play this one.
The first one?
The first Destiny was
the first one, gameplay wise, it was really good fucking. Story wise, it was nothing really. There was. Just
the gameplay was still Bungie, and I like Bungie shooters.
So if you wanted to play Crucible.
I played a lot of Crucible, but I'm still going to talk a lot of shit about fucking Destiny because it fucking stank.
Yeah. Well, I think it was that they talk so much shit about the world and about this and that, and then
the thing is, it was just such a mystery before release, and they just let people blow it up in their minds before. And then I played the beta, and I played the game, and it's just like, dude, this is just the beta over again. And then I just lost interest.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Crucible stuff, like
playing Crucible a lot.
3v3, 5v5. It was like playing Halo. Like
it was like playing Halo. So that's why I love the Crucible, but the fucking the story shit.
Yeah, like the whole single player or the campaign or whatever the fuck they're calling it now, because it's not really single player. Was weak. Some of the PvE stuff, I did have some fun with it or whatever. Like doing some of the raids or the 3-man raids things, and then I guess there was also the larger raids, the 5 or 10-man ones. I only did a few of those, but whatever.
Yeah, my opinion about that I think is already known. I was way too hyped for that game, and then when I played it, I was just like,
Yeah. Well, I was hoping for a lot, but wasn't what I got was pretty close to what I expected. The issue is that at the point in time I was working.
Well, they were kind of like selling it as like an MMO first-person shooter thing, right? Where it was just like the world is living and there's quest givers everywhere, and it's pretty cool. And it was none of that.
Well, the quest giver was a little fucking dot that you walked up to and is like, "Hey, man, can you go clear out this area for us? Thanks."
All the missions were all the same 5 missions. It's like, clear out this area, go to this area, push this button. There's going to be people while I'm doing this button pressing. Please clear them out. Like,
'Cause, like I was playing with Jest and Crow a little bit when it first came out, and then like I went to work and Jest was at home with his kids, and then Crow just plays 80 hours of games a week. So, like after 2 days, they were like level 18. I was like level 6.
I assumed
So
the Taken
it was-
King made that game better, but by the time that came out, I was just like,
Yeah.
whatever. All right, well, I think we're done with talk about video games this week. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that'll do it. Fresh Air is Overrated, 244 in the books. We're here every Thursday. Megascripture.com. That's the website you want to go check out. All our VODs and MP3s are available there. Apple Podcasts and wherever podcasts are found. Having Android now, it's weird having podcasts because there's not like one app to get podcasts on Android. And a lot of the good ones, you have to pay for them. So, which is weird because a lot of the stuff on Android, like in games and stuff, are actually free on Android. And you have to pay for it on iOS.
Oh,
But with podcasts, it's totally the other fucking way around. So I might just pay for a fucking podcast app that I actually like. Anyways, and then we're live here every Thursday, Mega Scorcher TV on YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch. We are on those 3 channels.
what?
How do I do it? I don't know. My computer sucks. So I got this.
It really does, boys and girls.
So I have this cool new age way of doing it. It's weird. It's called Restream.io. If you are interested in using it, check it out. They do some good work. It works. That's all I can say about it. You can do one stream that goes into multiple streams. That's the whole idea. All right. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with fresh Sprawl and Brawl. If you're tuning in live, that is our MMA discussion show. But if not, you can go download it as well. It's a podcast. Go check it out.
I didn't get to watch the top.
All right. Me neither. I did watch it. Well, whatever. We'll talk about it soon. See ya.